Sometimes, in the middle of the daily grind's chaos, something happens. Something that defies logic but speaks straight to your heart. It's like the universe pulls you into a specific moment, a glance, a vibe. And then you feel it. It's not love at first sight. It's recognition. A reunion of souls. You might not know it yet, but you may have just crossed paths with your twin flame. And when that happens, nothing ever feels the same again. You start questioning everything. Why does this person hit you so deep? Why is there this quiet urgency? This intense pull that feels like it's tearing through the fabric of reality? The answer might lie in the twin flame connection. Something that goes beyond the physical, beyond romance. Spiritual. It's a wake-up call for your soul. The twin flame relationship isn't easy. It kicks off with a rush of emotions and an unshakable sense of familiarity. Like you're standing in front of your own reflection. And in a way, you are. Because your twin flame isn't someone you meet out there. They're someone who sparks everything that's been dormant inside you. That mirror can be beautiful but also brutal. It shows your shadows, your traumas, your deepest fears. And that's where the twin flame mirror comes in. The image this person casts on you is actually a reflection of your own soul, begging for healing, crying out for freedom. Maybe you've been through this. An unexplainable meeting, an invisible bond, followed by an emotional storm. You try to walk away, but something pulls you back. That's one of the classic twin flame signs. The impossibility of letting go, even when everything suggests it'd be for the best. Synchronicities start popping up. Mirrored times, repeating numbers, coincidences that feel too loud to be random. These are all the universe's reminders. You've stepped onto the twin flame path, and the journey now is inward. But hold up. Twin flame versus soulmate. Not the same thing. A soulmate comforts you, holds you close. Twin flame challenges you, transforms you. One soothes, the other awakens. And the twin flame awakening can be shattering, but also liberating. It's common for separation to follow the meeting. Yup, twin flame separation is an unavoidable part of the journey. Not because you don't love each other, but because there are parts of you that still need healing on their own. Your soul knows it needs to grow to handle something this intense. That separation phase can feel like a void. But it's there in the quiet, that twin flame healing happens. It's where you truly find yourself. Where you face your patterns, your wounds, and start rebuilding. Not for them, for you. Over time, if both souls do the inner work, twin flame reunion might come. Not like before, not on the same wavelength, but on a new level of awareness. A new dance, where love doesn't hurt, doesn't demand, doesn't trap. Just is. This journey isn't for everyone. And it's not always romantic. The twin flame journey involves pain, deconstruction, and rebirth. It's like crossing a dark desert with only your intuition as light. But the reward? It's the purest, most transformative love you've ever felt. You start seeing life differently. People leave, others show up. But nothing carries the same weight. Because you're in a different state of being. Twin flame spirituality pulls you out of the matrix. Connects you to something bigger. To your divine essence. Even if they're far away, the connection lingers. You dream of each other. Feel their emotions from a distance. Twin flame energy ignores time and space. It pulses in the unseen, weaving a thread between two hearts that never forgot. And you start to get it. This love was never about owning them. It was about finding yourself through them. It was about waking up. That's the real spiritual awakening. The moment your soul screams, "Now I remember who I am," doubts will creep in. You'll wonder if it's real, if it's all in your head. But something inside you, an ancient primal voice, will whisper, "It's real." You recognize them. You felt it. And that's enough. Because in the world of twin flames and spirituality, feeling is knowing. You'll notice this process doesn't fit into other people's words. Nobody fully gets it, except those who've lived it. Because this is a mystical, intimate experience that only those who've walked it understand. It's an initiation, and you've been called. Twin flame challenges are real. They'll test your faith, your patience, your sanity. But they'll also unlock portals inside you that were sealed for lifetimes. They'll reveal gifts, intuitions, truths hidden beneath fear. If they came back into your life or if they left, it doesn't matter as much as you think. The real question is, what did this connection show you about yourself? What did it awaken in you? Because that's the greatest gift of meeting your twin flame. And if you're hearing this now, maybe this message isn't random. Maybe it's one of those twin flame synchronicities reminding you to look inward, to notice the signs, to not run from the truth already pulsing inside you. You're not alone. Many of us are waking up, recognizing, healing, and even if this journey feels lonely, every step you take ripples toward them. Because they feel it, because they're part of you, and you're both heading home. Have you noticed how their silence sometimes speaks louder than any words? How the emptiness left behind isn't just theirs, but yours too. Because when two souls intertwine on this level, absence leaves scars nobody sees. But you feel every single day, like a piece of you is missing somewhere in time. Deep down you try to move on, pretend everything's fine. But the synchronicities keep showing up. Those numbers that haunt you, songs that play out of nowhere, dreams that feel more real than waking life. Like they're right there, in another dimension, whispering your name. There are moments when you almost forget. But then something hits, a sudden pang in your chest, a chill for no reason, an emotion that's not yours. It's them, feeling, thinking. And even from afar, the twin flame energy stays alive, pulsing between worlds, waiting for the right moment. But the right moment doesn't come when you want it. Comes when you're exhausted. When you've asked yourself 1,000 times if this is all crazy, and then the universe gives you a sign so clear, so impossible to ignore, that you have to sit down and catch your breath. Because you know, something's about to happen, and maybe you're not ready yet, because their return isn't simple. It's not just any reunion. It's the mirror coming back with everything you didn't want to face. They carry the reflection of your shadow and your light. And they'll bring up everything left unresolved. Life starts spinning differently. People disappear without explanation. Weird situations keep happening. You feel like you're being tested, weighed, challenged. Like you're in a secret game. And the only rule is, evolve. Or miss this chance. Nobody told you loving a twin flame takes guts. Because this love breaks, shatters, and then rebuilds. But not in the romantic way movies show. It rebuilds raw, intense, visceral. You learn to bleed with awareness. And in this process, omens appear. Feelings you can't explain. Prophetic dreams. Quick visions like flashes. Soft voices whispering in your ear. Twin flame spirituality isn't a belief, it's an experience. And now, it demands your full attention. They might be in another relationship, or pretending they forgot. But that doesn't matter to the soul, because it knows the bond doesn't break with promises made to others. What you have is ancient, and what's ancient always comes back. And then you realize it's not about them. It's about what they awaken in you. The gift you hid, the intuition you buried, the feminine you denied to fit in, to avoid judgment. But now they return even without showing up. And it all starts to surface. You start feeling the urge to retreat, pull back. And it's not sadness. It's preparation. Your soul knows something's brewing, that a cycle's about to close. And when it does, nothing will be the same. There's a heaviness in the air, like a storm forming quietly, but packed with power. You feel it, and you feel they feel it too. Even if they deny it, even if they hide behind masks and distractions. The soul doesn't lie. Sometimes you hear their voice in your mind, don't you? Not with your ears, but with energetic memory. Thought that's not yours. A desire that didn't start with you. An emotion with no root in your day. It's them crossing the veil. And the scariest part is when you feel it at the same time. The same pain, the same longing, the same urge to run to each other. But you can't, not yet. 'Cause something needs to happen first. Something the universe hasn't revealed. You feel their presence nearby, in places they've never been, like time is collapsing, like they're visiting you in another timeline, just to make sure you don't give up. 'Cause you're the key. Maybe you've started awakening gifts, sensing things, feeling others' pain, communicating without words. That's not a coincidence. That's part of the activation. A twin flame awakens more than love. It awakens who you were born to be. And now, you feel there's something you need to uncover. A forgotten memory. A secret from the past. Something sealed between you that needs to emerge for the next step to happen. You're almost there, but you don't have all the pieces yet. The universe doesn't hand everything over at once. Test, watches. It waits for the right moment to open the next door. And maybe that door is closer than you think. But what's behind it, not everyone could handle seeing. You're being called to cross over, but not with your physical eyes, with your soul. And only those who embrace the full call, with pain, with love, with surrender, can know what's on the other side. The question is, are you ready to remember what you forgot? Because something was erased from your memory. An ancient pact, a sacred moment, a thread tying you beyond time. And that thread is about to reveal itself. But when it does, nothing you believe now will still stand. Maybe you feel like you're being watched, not by human eyes but by something that recognizes your essence. Like an invisible force walking beside you, silently, waiting for you to notice. And when you finally pause, it whispers their name. And your heart responds, even if you don't want it to. There's a place inside you where they never left. A dark corner of your soul where memories sleep, but never die. Every now and then, an image flashes without warning. A touch you never experienced in this life but feels like part of you. Something so familiar it hurts. It's weird, isn't it? Like part of your story was written before you were born. Like this bond between you predates time. And the more you try to understand, the stronger the signs get. Because the truth doesn't hide. It waits for the right moment to explode. Have you noticed your eyes when you think of them? A different spark, a depth no one else can stir. They ignite something in you. A memory of who you were before you forgot. And that's the biggest mystery. Who were you before all this began? The answers aren't in books or in other people's advice. They're in the silence you avoid, in the tears you hold back. Because when your soul starts remembering, your body feels it. Your mind denies it. But your heart knows. And maybe you're starting to have strange memory lapses. Not of everyday things, but of lives you never lived, yet somehow recognize. Ancient faces, unfamiliar places that bring longing. Fragments of a past that keeps pushing to surface. Those visions aren't imagination. They're traces of a story you lived with them, in other eras, under other names. A twin flame doesn't just cross your path in this lifetime. They return. Always. Until you finish what was interrupted. And if all this is awakening now, it's not by chance. It's because the time has come. The time to remember what was promised, what was sealed, and what's still hidden, waiting to be set free. Something's coming. A reunion beyond the physical. Call in the astral plane. You might have felt it in your sleep. A tug, a presence, a touch on your shoulder that wakes you in the middle of the night. It's not a dream. It's them trying to reach you. But not everything coming is light. Where there's an ancient pact, there are also forces trying to block it. Forces that live in the shadows of the unseen, feeding on your fear, your exhaustion. That's why you've been feeling drained, confused, haunted by feelings that aren't yours. They feel it too. Even if they're far away, there's a restlessness growing inside them. Something that won't let them rest. Something pushing them to the edge of the unknown. Because their soul knows time's running out. And a choice needs to be made. Meanwhile, you keep seeing the signs. The same name popping up in random places. Strangers' eyes staring like they know you. Animals acting weird around you. These are all coded messages. And you need to learn to decode them. If you dare to look deeper, you'll find the origin. The first life. The first meeting. And there you might discover you didn't part by choice. but by something bigger, something still chasing you today. An energy that needs to be broken. But that's not done with ordinary rituals. It takes courage to face what's hidden in the folds of time. It takes crossing the veils of illusion to touch the raw, unfiltered truth. And that truth could change everything. You're being prepared. Every pain, every absence, every loss was a test. Refining. 'Cause the next stage demands you be awake. Whole. Ready to carry not just the love, but the purpose of this connection. And when that purpose reveals itself, there's no going back. Because you'll see the world through new eyes. And you'll understand it was never just about romance. It was about mission, about light, about balancing the sacred feminine and the wounded masculine. But before that, one piece is still missing. Name, symbol, a moment that will trigger everything. And it's closer than you think. Hidden in a detail you haven't noticed yet. Something small, but essential. And when that moment comes, everything around you will shift. The air will feel heavier. Time will seem to slow. Your skin will prickle. Because you'll finally have access to what's always been locked inside you. But until then, the universe watches in silence. And in that silence, something's about to be revealed. Something that could flip your reality upside down. Something that, once seen, can never be forgotten. Now that you've heard this, something inside you shifted, didn't it? The truth whispers from an ancient place. And you know it's no coincidence you made it here. Confirm you received this message by leaving in the comments. I remember who I am. If something in you stirred, then this channel is your place. Subscribe now and turn on notifications. Because what's coming will touch your soul in ways you can't yet imagine. Here you're not alone. You're part of something bigger. And the journey is just beginning.